All right, had a recent question about some snatch issues, and quite a few videos I've seen in regards to that question was usually the lifter, this particular lifter, hips are a little high. Because of that, I think they didn't quite engage the lats to pull the bar back. So when the bar should have been coming to meet the hips, it didn't, so it stayed out in front, and so the hips had to come forward, which essentially caused the lifter to jump forward, and jumped about 6 inches or so, and they missed the bar out front. So a great drill that I like to show a lot of people to get people to activate those lats is essentially just doing a snatch pull with a band attached to a squat rack or something like that. Quick little demo on what I was talking about, what they were doing. Starting pretty high here, shoulders way over the bar. As they would come up, it would stay out, and in order to meet the bar, they were jumping forward and meeting the bar, and the bar was still being left out front. Instead of here, now the lats are engaged, and we're meeting as one, and we're coming up and extending. So, let's go ahead and check out the bar we got set up. This band that I have is too heavy for this specific exercise, so if you have rogue bands, a couple reds, a couple blues, the small blues, or a green is probably as heavy as you want to go. Again, this is strictly for technique. Make sure you're not snatching, doing the full snatch with this, just pulls. You can do a shrug at the top, but nothing past that, because that band's going to pull that thing forward and you're going to rip an arm out of socket. So let me get this set up and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so we got everything set up. Let me go ahead and walk you through what I'm talking about here. All right, so this is not optimal because I could forehead that, but work with it anyway. So same setup as a normal snatch, same grip. Make sure our shoulders are right slightly over the bar, just slightly in front of. You can see here, I'm not sitting so far back that the shoulders are back here, but I'm also not way out here where my shoulders are 6 inches in front of the bar. So that's something you're gonna have to have a partner to help you kind of find out. Once we're nice and tight, shoulders are nice in front, right there, and we can go ahead and engage the lats from here. Nice and tight. As we come up, we clear the knees, we engage even more, and that's what's gonna pull it out. So if you, quick note, I'm glad this did this, if the band is pulling you back, it's probably a little too strong or too heavy. This is way too heavy, as I mentioned earlier, so go down a little bit. This is strictly just to get you to engage your lats here and not just be relaxed where you have to jump and meet the bar. So one more time. Lats are nice and tight, coming up nice and slow, squeezing, up on the toes, right back down. So that's pretty much it. I like to do those kind of after, once I snatch for the day, finish up with some pulls, some heavy pulls, lighten the load a little bit, throw a band on, nice and slow, work that technique, make sure you're strengthening those lats, activating everything correctly, and then call it a day. So if you have any more questions, let me know. I'll get another video out. See you.